it's hard to believe it's already January 19th. Actually, the Pantry Challenge is going pretty well for me. I really have to admit it. I'm doing the Pantry Challenge, which you know by now, with Joan at Rise and Shine Suburban Homesteading, Kim at A Girl on Her Phone, and Edie over at Edie's Adventures. And the four of us are doing the Pantry Challenge. I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm surprised. I'm not really surprised at the fact that I have food in my pantry and food in my freezer. I have enough to go into February because I'm not really seeing that much of a dent in my freezer or even my pantry. It's kind of hard with just the two of us, but it just made me more aware of how much food I have and how I can stay on a limited food budget and have some extra money put aside. So we're sharing our pantry meals for the previous week or so. So I thought I'd show you some of the things I've been eating. The first thing I'm going to show you is a pork chop meal. I found this recipe on Pinterest. I really thought it was going to be good. I personally did not like it. Jim loved it. He ate every bit of it, and I think he ate the other half of my chop. I don't know if I just wasn't using a thick enough chop, or I don't know. I think I cooked too long. I followed the directions, and it just it wasn't for me. But here's a picture, or here's a little video of me preparing it and the finished product. Okay, for our pantry meal challenge this week, we are going to make pork chops. So we're going to take them out, took them out of the freezer and thawed them. And then we're just going to season them the way you would normally season them. On both sides. Wrong side. And then we're going to turn them over. Season the other side. And then to that we're going to add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar on each altogether. It said you're supposed to do it for 4 pork chops. I'm only doing it for 2, so I'm going to split it in half. Put half of it on here, half on the other one. Spread it around. This one needs a little bit more. And then to that we're going to add a tablespoon of butter on each one. Put a pat of butter on each one. And then we're going to cover it with foil. And we are going to bake it in a 350-degree oven for 40 minutes. And after 40 minutes, we're going to take the cover off and cook it for an additional 20 minutes. So let's pop this in the oven, and we'll be back in about 40 minutes. Nope, I forgot something. We're supposed to put a tablespoon of soy sauce on the top of them, and then a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I knew there was something I was forgetting on top of that one. So now we're going to cover it and put it in the oven for 40 minutes. Okay, our Monday meal: pork chops, mashed potatoes, some stovetop, and a dinner roll, glass of milk. Like I said, the pork chop meal is not one of the ones I would recommend. If it looks interesting to you, try it. I think it said to cook it in the oven for 35 minutes covered and then another 20 minutes uncovered. I cooked my whole pork chop for 45 minutes total, and so I think that's one of the reasons it was overdone. But then the second one I did was a stuffed shell recipe. That one I really liked. I did a recipe of the week. You'll see that tomorrow. I think I have it going up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Jim and I loved this one. It was really, really good. It's just stuffed shells. It was not that hard to make. It was really kind of quick and easy. I think it baked in the oven for 25 minutes, and I think it took me maybe 15 minutes to like do the noodles and, you know, brown the meat. You're supposed to let the noodles cool before you stuff them. Yeah, I just rinsed some water over them. I always rinse water over my noodles. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not, but I heard that that gets rid of some of the starch if you do that. True or not true, I don't know, but that's just something I always do. I always rinse them. So they kind of cooled off anyhow, and you're supposed to wait till the meat mixture cools, but when I mixed it all together, it got cool enough for me. But this one was a keeper. This one Jim wants me to make again. So let me give you a little quick picture. I think I just did a quick video of it as we were eating it at dinner. But like I said, the recipe is going to go up tomorrow, so you can check for that in my recipe section for tomorrow. But here's the stuffed shells. And dinner tonight is stuffed pasta shells. If you look in my videos under recipes, you can find it. It actually was really good. Okay, another odd meal, I guess you could say, is that it was my breakfast. I woke up one morning. I wasn't really that hungry. I didn't really want to make anything. I think according to my menu, my menu plan, I was supposed to have oatmeal. I wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it. And I was going to have some yogurt. Wasn't feeling that either. And so I just basically had a fruit breakfast. I had a grapefruit and a banana and an apple and a hard-boiled egg, and a cup of tea. I ate the egg. Oh, and a biscuit. Oh, the biscuit was really good, though. We had the biscuit left over from a couple nights before when we had the pork chops. And I just kind of saw it sitting on the counter there, and it was just like, Sandy. And then when I scanned it, I couldn't believe it. It was 8 points for just the one biscuit. I thought, oh my gosh, but we would have to throw it away, and I wasn't going to I'm not throwing food away. I'm not doing it anymore. So I had the biscuit, I ate the orange, I ate the egg, I ate the banana. But the apple I had later on as a snack. I didn't eat that all at the same time, but I did eventually eat the apple too. But here's just a clip of my breakfast, which is not too exciting. Okay, we're going to show you a breakfast pantry meal. I'm going to have one Pillsbury left over from the other night country biscuit, which I didn't realize was so many points. 8 points. And I have like a little teaspoon of butter on there for 2 points. So it's a 10-point breakfast. But 10 points for the biscuit, 0 for the egg, the apple, the orange, the banana, and my Earl Grey tea. So that's strictly from the pantry. That's all I have. I didn't go out and buy anything. Okay, for dinner tonight, which was really last night because this is Sunday, supposedly. This is Sunday. But for dinner last night, it was tonight. We all know that. You can see the light on. You know that. But I didn't know what I wanted. I just really didn't know what I wanted. I knew I had to do the pantry challenge. I don't cook on Saturdays. And I don't cook on Sundays either for that matter. I would just kind of hodgepodge it. But I thought I just want something different. I know I was going to make onion soup. That was according to my menu. I was going to make the onion soup. Wasn't feeling it. I got watching the Peacock, the Traders on Peacock. I binge watched 4 episodes. And so I just, at that point, didn't feel like cooking. So I went into the freezer, and I realized that I have a bad habit, very bad habit, of when I freeze stuff, I don't label it. And so I had no idea what I was thawing. So when I was going to watch the Traders, I took this out of the freezer, looked at it. I thought it's some kind of a pasta, it looks like, I guess. And so I just thawed it, and that's what I had for dinner. So let me show you that. Okay, this is called, for my pantry meal challenge, a pantry surprise. I just went into my freezer outside and took one of the containers that I had a meal that I've had before and thawed it out, and this is what I'm having for dinner tonight. And I had some breadsticks by New York Deli, so I just cooked a breadstick with it. So it looks like some sort of a pasta shells or something. Anyway, that's my dinner for tonight. That's what we call a surprise meal. It turned out it was Olive Garden's stuffed shells that I must have, we went to, like, I never, when I go to Olive Garden, I never finish my meal. I never finish my meal. I always eat just half of it. I get filled up so fast. I don't know why. You know, they give you the soup, they give you the breadsticks, all of that good stuff. So I had put that in the freezer and forgot about it. So it was an Olive Garden stuffed shell of some sort. I don't remember even when I had it before. I don't even know that maybe it was too old. Tasted good. And then I had breadsticks from, like, I think they're the New York Deli or New York something, frozen. So I just heated those up. I had a breadstick with it. It was delicious. It really was good. So I had that. And then for the Lions game last night, I wanted something to snack on. And I thought, well, what can I snack on? And I thought, I'm going to pop some popcorn. So I popped some popcorn ahead of time and put it in a baggie, so I'll have it for tonight. Didn't put any butter on it. I have a little bit of salt. I don't like those seasoned salts that you can buy. And even if I did, I don't have any of them in the cupboard because I don't like them. And I didn't really feel like I really wanted to put butter on it, but I'm thinking, no, I'm trying to cut back a little bit. So I just going to eat it plain, or I ate it plain, as the case may be, while I watched the Lions. But I had a big jar of popcorn kernels in the pantry, and I had oil for the pan, and that's all you need. So we all know what popcorn looks like, but let me show you my popcorn. Okay, for a snack while I watch my Lions tonight, I popped some popcorn out of my pantry. A nice, healthy little snack. So those are my meals for the previous week. I don't know exactly how many meals. I think we're doing this again next weekend. I'm pretty sure. I know that the 31st we're going to do our wrap up. That's only in 13 days, 2 weeks. That's kind of hard to believe. But I'm doing pretty good on the challenge. I'm really glad that I'm doing it. Yeah, it's fun. It's nice to be taking things out of the freezer and being surprised at what I have. But make sure you go over to Edie, Kim, and Joan's channel, and make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. And let's see how they're doing on their pantry challenge. They're going to have way more meals that they've actually cooked from scratch, because those are the kind of cooks they are. I am surprised this was in your freezer type of a person. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. And check out my recipe tomorrow for the recipe of the week, which is the stuffed shells. And just follow me every day on my daily vlog. So hopefully I see you there.